Hello. I was going to share and somebody updated the system or something and bam, my camera worked 25 seconds. I looked all over. I'm like, these secret societies, and I'm not condemning of every secret society, but if you had a simple consort, consort with spirits like the old witch thing, well, all right, I have a contact. Let's just say I'm one of these secret societies, very powerful, and I have a contact at Microsoft because of my secret society and undertakings. So, suppose my consort, like these oracles during war and stuff, where the Romans would have their oracle lay there and like a medium, have spirits talk through them and tell you, you're going to be okay. You must cut him off before he gets through there. You must stop him. All right, so that consort gets a message kind of like that. Go down to Microsoft, have them put this program in update. So all of a sudden, the spirit world, the consort or the oracle or any measure of a prophet or anything for your tribe has this contact at Microsoft. Put that across. Now! Well, if you're a member of a society of some type that has a goal, whoever you've got goes down there and updates Microsoft. Now your camera works 25 seconds. This oracle or this spirit world consort working with this witchery or sorcery, blood pact, any of those things, has instructed the member of that society to get this to the ground now. Update. Now I have 25 seconds to convey this message to you. And that's what we're up against. So I was sitting, and the message before I had the phone problem was like I watched this movie, and this Colombian coming through the jungle. He says something was going on. He says, "Shh, silent. My ancients are talking to me." Well, the spirit world and other things that I've looked up said, well, if you like, it's like a blessed thing to be hated by your own family member for the sake of Christ, and that's out of the Roman book. So you got to check that against the spirit. And that's what I would advise, everything. And I wouldn't want my head stuck in that Bible knowing the magic behind it, the Romans and the voodoo. I don't. I would use like an amulet would be used in the early Christianity or even in Babylon to protect you from the evil gods, where all the gods were evil, the 666 amulet. I would have, I use Reiki energy healings like a witchcraft protection spell sometimes, like my Choku Rei, and I might use something like that and pick the Bible. But again, like your direct family member that hates you because of that religion, there's some natural roots, you know, the witch would say, trying to gain roots. Oh, those are just temporary roots, those will wear off. You made my mind, like that heart song, Anna Nancy Williams, you made my mind. You know it's true, Magic Man and all that. So you get roots on them. So that's when you go home and you lay down and you start thinking about them. And then their spiritual energy, somehow, even though they're busy over there with the girls or whatever, you're laying there and you can feel a portion, whatever fraction, like these military fractions, a fraction of them is in your world, and you're laying there and you can feel. And one of my buddies, he said she's like Spider Woman, talking about some girl, because not only you're receiving message from her spirit, because the femininity, the aggression, the make you, break you girl that can outwork you and take a. If her spirit's like that and aggression, she's got 6 men who are laying there. Every one of them, her spirit is, because of her magic and her goals, speaking to all 6 of them. All of them's got a stack of roses because of the way her spirit's coming to every one of them because of the roots. She might not have conscious awareness. She might be no witch of any kind. She might be natural magic operating. Her heart's desires, the 10,000 things these LSD experts say that your spirit's actually doing. The shaman principle of I, according to the Bible. Chokure, you know what I'm saying? I'd be getting down, but okay, I'm going to risk this for you and get out of it later if I have to, using Hanze Zoshanan, Hanjan Zayshanan, or whatever. I have to practice. Hanjan Zayshanan. So there's no time and space and go back and fix it. That's something you can do. You shouldn't do it that often. I've been studying. So anyway, I would do something like that because those roots, they gain them. and they maintain them. So a lot of times, this dead relative, my ancient, he will try to reach from the grave, and he will try to reach me, contact, shake you, whatever contact, get me into a conversation. What about this? Let me talk to you. Cut everything off. I need to talk to you. And because the heartstrings, that was your loving family member, no matter how much Two Dogs Within leaves the evil side of him despising you, there was still enough good and bad, real and unreal in his magic that he's got your heartstrings. So let me talk. And once he can get your inner person, where Christ said you must be resurrected, you must first come alive inside again. Your awareness. You must resurrect first on the inside that the outside might resurrect. There was a talk of that, and I forget which book, some of the secret teachings. So they do the likeness of this ancient of mine that hated me because of my religion, but kept a maintained heartstring to pull from, because he has a level of witchcraft that goes on. I don't know where he learned it. Hard times and misery, and picked it up somewhere in his lifetime, the principles not to work with, and developed system of secret refinement. I don't know what all kind of bag of tricks, not all of it. But he knows some amount, a certain amount of us consciously aware, and I can tell. Just one of them old codgers, old witch, old warlock, down simple fellow. So anyway, like that, so does the church. First they gain it, like the girl that you made their mind. First they gain the roots on you. Holy is his name. The more you say the name of a God, the more that God can work with you, because you work with him on the roots. You establish the roots with that God by repeating and praising and bowing before, worshiping, and you increase the bind between the two, the roots, the strength of your ties. And like that energy from that girl that has 6 men coming with the roses, that God has 10,000 times more going on than what his conscious awareness is outside of practice of conscious awareness. You must first be resurrected inside. If you're not alive inside and resurrected to those things and practicing awareness, honing your psychic self, awakening your third eye and stuff, you're still dead inside. Increase your awareness, your conscious awareness, your psychic conscious awareness. Just practice. Develop exercise. I think Christ said something they purported that he said you should by now be able to develop your own exercises. Always have a goal. I'm going to develop a system. I'm going to seek refinement. I'm going to exercise. And there's people that are light workers that'll help you and share their exercises. You should by now develop your own. I want you to become stronger. Get your resurrected self on the inside. Keep your inner man alive. Serve first the kingdom within. The kingdom of heaven within. So they got you at church bowing down to Jehovah Adonai, calling him God. He's not. He's an evil demigod. A lot of people's died saying stuff like that. Yahweh killed them. Turn them all to stone. Ain't turning me to stone until the Spirit lets you. I don't care what your name is, and I don't go out and repeat no name that Jesus Christ did not worship and serve. And he says it in the book of Judas. Judas, I don't serve the same God as you, and that was Jehovah today. The ones that the Masons and stuff call the evil demiurge, and the ones that scholars say that we find that Christ said an evil demiurge created all the profound word. Are you the God that created? They had him cornered in what the Romans gave you. I'm not saying they're lying about that. I just don't know every circumstances, what got left in, what got took out by the time they did their book burnings, 325 AD. So they established that can work positive, that can work negative. The 2 dogs within, even when one dog is sleeping, like that person that despises you, that you still love because they maintain the goods, the bads, the reals, and the unreal. Don't forget to hate evil. Don't forget to maintain the love and relationship and the heartstring to pull. And that old witch knows that ancient of mine who reaches me. So he tries to get me and maintain the natural roots. And that's what they have you down there on Sunday with Jehovah Adonai. Evil. They had Christ somewhere, and they said, are you the God that created all this stuff? And he said, well, I am, but I am not, yet I am.